You're watching Awjiz Boys Show.
Viewer discretion advised.
How long is a reasonable time to wait before you can get over an ex as a guy?
Well, if your ex is a guy, it's going to take a while to get over him.
No, you're the guy and
okay.
your ex is a woman.
Oh, okay. The normal relationship? I'm not normal. Just... Anyway. I don't know, man. 6 months?
6 months.
I think 6 months you should... But it's also like it depends. Because like I think you have to do no contact for 6 months.
Okay.
Or to a year. And then you should be... By... I don't know. I get over it pretty quick.
Do you know what severance is?
The show?
No, like the...
Like severance pay?
Severance package.
With your fucking ex. Like,
No, do you know what that is, though? Severance package.
I know. I'm familiar. Yeah.
So after you work for a company for a year,
Yeah.
they are entitled to pay you 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then per year, it's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So depends on how many years you're with this chick. How many, let's say, weeks are you allowed to mourn or feel sad?
That's actually perfect. Yeah. Because like, yeah, dude, if you're taking a long time to be sad over a chick you broke up with that you dated for like a month.
Yep.
Dude, you're a creep.
Exactly.
You deserve to be beaten, you weirdo.
Yes.
But like if you've been with someone for like 5 years.
Facts, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I would do the severance thing, but for every year it's a month.
That's fair. I would agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I would definitely agree with you.
Yeah. So that's, I think, for me, my relationship, my longest, it takes me about 4 to 5 months because that's usually how long my relationships end up being.
Interesting.
But that's like no contact. Because for me, none of my breakups have been clean. They've always been, we're still talking, we're friends, we'll be cool. Oh, we hooked up. Oh no.
Yeah.
Are we going to do this again? We're not going to do that. Like, there's a lot of back and forth. And then eventually it's like, all right, we have to like either be a relationship or not. Like this isn't, and then we go no contact. And then that's when I finally get over the person.
Okay, let me ask a question for you, Yamo. Do you think you're holding Dawood back by being his friend?
What the fuck? I don't know if I'm offended or he should be offended.
how so?
Can you get closer to the mic, please?
How so?
Pull your chair up. It might be easier for you.
Just like the lack of women around you often.
I'm around women a lot. I work in the medical field, so I'm around nurses all the time. We all know how nurses
The
are.
friend zone. We know. But outside of that.
You know?
Yeah, nurses love friend zoning dudes.
Yep.
I think I'm his balance because, he's around too many women, so I got to hold him back sometimes,
Gotta bring him around the guys.
Gotta remember bring him around the boys once in a while.
Okay, dope. But Yamajan, why don't you talk about like, have you ever like dated a chick that you, let's say, liked, but you can't be with her, like emotionally,
Sure.
Like you're like, oh, this part is amazing, but there's no future with this chick. So you get away, but it doesn't mean you're emotionally done. Yamo, can you speak on that?
Yeah, there's like, I'm a real chill dude. I like some dudes. It blows my mind. They're like, yeah, man, I love toxic girls. I love that drama. I'm like, why? Why do you want more drama in your life? Oh, it makes it exciting. Me, I'm chill. I don't like that. I'm very like, if she's, funny, good personality, I'm cool. But like, I hate people that bring drama and negative energy. That's just
Facts.
like automatic red flags.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I already know I'm going to break up with this chick, so I'm not taking it seriously.
I think I'm just a slut because every single person, I'm into that. I'm into everything.
You're into the toxic chicks?
I'm into toxic chicks. I'm
I think
into
it's
chill
because
chicks.
you like good sex life. Is that why?
Yeah, the sex is better with a toxic person.
Yep.
For
Because
sure.
that's all they have to have. They have to have good sex. Because
Yeah.
everything else is so
Oh,
bad.
dude, can you imagine being toxic and bad in bed?
Or not putting out.
Okay. No, we're not going to slut shame these women. All right?
Wait,
Just
I
because you're
said-
toxic.
I said not putting out.
Yeah.
Imagine you're dating someone who's toxic and abusive, like and emotionally.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I also don't want to have sex. And then you're like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, you're in that voice. You're just a punching bag.
Yes.
That sounds kind of awesome. And a new thing I might be into.
Well, some girls do that, right? They'll be dating like the nice guy, right? And they'll mess around with other
All right,
dudes.
Red pill, keep going.
Right, but I'm just saying,
All right, the nice guys finish last.
Yeah, literally, they'll be hooking up with some dude, like some thug on a low, and then they got like some other like good boy, and like that might be the dude that's like cashing out, taking her on nice, expensive, extravagant dates. You know what I mean? So just don't be
In that
don't be
scenario,
a sucker.
which one would you want to be? Would you want to be the gangster dude who she will hook up with? But
Who wouldn't
never-
want to be the gangster guy?
No, hold on a second. But she'll never have a future with you. So you might get attached, and she's like, hell no, you're a bum. But she'll go with the guy who's a safe bet.
I feel like some dudes like to be cucked though. Like those dudes that are like the good guys, they're like they put up with that stuff. You know what I mean?
Have you met these people?
I know people like this. Yeah, it's just like, bro, why are you doing this to
I mean,
yourself?
outside of Dawood, have you met?
That's probably the only thing I'm not into.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, that was not a sucker, man.
No, I
That's
just
like
think
I have
like
too much ego. Dude, if someone tries to cuck me, bro, I'd fight them.
no, you can't get cucked. You allow the cooking.
What do you mean? No, you get cucked.
No, because if someone has sex with your girl,
You're getting cucked.
no, that's not cucked. Someone cheated on you. But if you're like,
No, I'm not talking about cheating. Cheating is like, oh, you break up. I'm talking about getting cucked, bro.
Explain.
Sitting in the chair
Oh, that's like
and watching.
yeah, that's
So
wild,
the live theater pornography.
Yeah, but with your partner and some dude. That's
What if it's
what a
not
crazy
your-
It's
conversation.
always some like
What if
white
it's not
dude
your
and black dude banging his wife.
Dude, you know what I think?
I've seen those
Dude,
videos.
I
From
can-
what I've heard.
I can tell you though that America is healing, and I know this because I just saw my first white guy cuck a black guy video,
Wow.
and I'm like, dude, what America?
Yeah.
This is what we're doing. This is equality, bro.
Yes, it is.
I've never seen anything like this. It's hilarious. The black guy's like, no, don't fuck her, and he's like, white guy's going hard. I hate this conversation. Can we move on? Let's talk about something. Why are we talking? This is the dirtiest. This is what happens when you have no guests. We just go off the rails and talk about porn.
It didn't get there, but like somebody introduced cucking.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
God damn it.
nice guys finish last. So.
No, I
I
actually
hate that. I hate that nice guys finish last shit,
I
bro.
disagree completely. I think nice guys do finish first. I think that submissive guys or
I think
people who
bitches
don't
finish last.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I
Bitch
meant.
ass.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
No, it's not nice guys, bro. It's bitch punk
Yeah,
boys. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch ass. Like you allowed to be stepped over.
Dude, I know so many nice guys who are confident and do well
Facts.
and get laid.
I'm the nicest guy I know.
You're a piece of shit. But like but a lot of the nice guy, you know what I'm saying, that quote that like, oh, women hate me, they're usually like dorky, disgusting, like they don't take care of them. There's other shit going on. It's not because they're nice.
Yeah.
So
It's because they're passive and little
Passive,
or like
exactly.
weak, or is there something, bro?
it should be a correction. You're right. So it's not necessarily nice guys finish last. It's submissive dudes finish last. You know.
Yeah. Passive.
Yeah.
Suckers.
I would say passive because submissive.
Passive, yeah. 'cause
You could be submissive by choice.
Yeah,
You know?
submissive
And
is-
that's kinda, and that's kind of hot. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
weird,
Depends.
bro.
No, come on. It's like if your chick's like, you know what? I'm finally gonna be on top for more than 25 seconds. You're like, whoa, I'll take that.
I think I told the story where this one girl wanted to be like dominant with me,
Tell me.
and she was like being mean to me. I'm like, okay, I'm into this, and I'm just like, okay, and I'm talking back to her, and she goes, you talk too much, and then like we had sex, and it was done, it was great.
And you didn't lose your erection?
No, it was cool, but afterwards we're just like hanging out. I was like, do you think I talk too much? She's like, wait, what? I'm like, do you think I talk too much? She's like, no, that was just me being mean during the moment. I'm like, okay. And now I think about it all the time. Like, do I talk too much?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not secure enough to be dominated. I felt so bad about it.
Yeah.
For like weeks.
So I'm on the apps, right? Like Muzzmatch and Minder. And
Yeah.
Like one thing that ticks me off the most is like, you know, there's a lot of Afghan girls. Like I talk to whoever, Arab girls, whatever.
Dope.
It's just like it's a balance, né? Like it's like some people are too haram and some people are too halal. But at the same time, it's like be authentic. Just because like, you know, let's say a girl's on there or guys on there, whoever, and they meet someone that's maybe more on the religious spectrum, right? And then they'll be like, oh, well, I never, you know, dated or I never done this. It's just like there's so much inauthenticity. You know what I mean? Just like be yourself. You don't have to lie. Like I'm sure you got stories of that, right? You met different girls, like whether they're Arab, whether they're Afghan, Muslim girls, right? And then they're like, oh, this dude's cool. You know, he likes to go. You know,
a lot of them they give you like what that you think you want to hear.
Thank you. Yes.
And they'll be like, yeah, I've never been on a date before. I've never had a boyfriend.
But you're like, be yourself.
You're like,
Don't
oh,
just-
okay. And then I'm like, yeah, I've had girlfriends. I drink. I do this, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, yeah, I do that stuff too. I'm like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Why don't you just tell me from the beginning?
Yeah, they
What
want
is
to
this?
give you something that you think you like, but it's just like, just be yourself.
Yeah,
initially, you know?
for sure.
Like,
For
Yeah, like the second day is like, I lied about that. I'm like,
yeah, I would respect you more if you're like, yes, I used to be a slut, but now, you know, I came to Allah. Like, you know, I've changed my ways. Like, just be real, you know, don't be like, oh, this is what I think he likes, and this is, but he's a really nice guy. I want to keep him, so I'm going to tell him this, that.
yeah. And don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and be like, who I am on a first date is exactly a good representation of who I am. Because it's like, you know, we want to be liked, so we're gonna kind of bend some things
For
here and
sure,
there. But
I
like
agree.
at the end of the day, you still get me as me. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I might like exaggerate the truth here
Got it.
and there, but
Exactly.
you know.
No, I'm with you completely. I think that it's just different because like John, you're out there on the apps or something like that, and Dawood is a public figure, so he almost has women come up to him.
Yeah.
Do you ever think like, oh, I got to put myself out in like just in other ways to meet women? How do you just meet girls outside of the apps?
Usually the apps and like in person too. Like,
Do you do Hinge or like non-Muslim ones too?
Yeah, you could use those apps, but you could put your setting to like meet Muslim girls, like on Facebook dating, on Hinge, and all that stuff.
Oh shit, sick. Facebook dating, that's good too.
Facebook dating is good.
There's no like bots because I remember there was a lot of bots back in the day.
On Facebook dating?
No,
No, I
I
meant,
feel
like,
like Tinder.
Yeah.
Just in
that
general.
stuff has a lot of bots.
Tinder had hella bots, bro.
Facebook, it's you see their profile, so you can tell if they're actual human being
Fair,
or not.
okay.
Yeah, but there's Facebook dating, there's Hinge.
Who the hell uses Facebook? Just 80-year-old women.
maybe.
No,
You-
because like
I'm an older
our
millennial, so
Yeah,
I don't
older. Facebook's very popular for Facebook groups.
Oh.
Yeah, and actually, like that clip that you got 1.5 million in the congratulations in the last couple of days. I think a lot of the views came from Facebook
Oh, really?
because when you trial it, it shows it mainly to Facebook. So you look at your data.
Really?
It's all meta, right? So they're all interlinked. and-
Yeah, but that's so weird.
Look at your data next time.
I'm gonna
And
look
you'll
at my
see.
data next time.
Cool. I want to say other things like I
Okay.
guess dating-
So I think like the month per year is how long you should mourn a breakup.
You know what my thoughts are?
Yeah.
I think if it's more than a season, then you shouldn't have done it.
What do you mean?
Like a season is 4 months, right?
Oh, more than a
Yeah.
season of mourning?
Like if you think about someone more than a season, then
Yeah, I think the
don't
limit
know.
is like when I'm saying 6 months, I'm like that's that hit you, and it's also like not gonna be like you're not gonna be like sitting in a shower crying thinking about her.
Of course,
you know
of
what I'm saying?
course.
It's
You're
just kind of like
it's coming up to you thinking about
yeah,
it.
man. Like you. I don't think you. What I'm saying is 6 months minimum to be back in another relationship or like with a person. You can mess around or whatever, but like
Yeah.
you can't take somebody serious. I think because I don't know. You haven't because all the stuff you haven't processed too until like the 6 month mark after like a long relationship. That's kind of when you're like, okay, I can rebuild with somebody.
Got it.
I think I don't know.
No, I would say I agree with a lot of that stuff. It's just I was just thinking a lot about this, and because I saw this tweet actually, this one girl's like, if I found out that my husband, she was like a hijabi, she's like, if I found out my husband is still thinking about his ex, that would kill me or some shit like that. And I've spoken to a lot of women who are hijabis or something that have been in arranged marriages, and they're like still thinking about some of the guys, even though they're with some other guy. Yeah. To me, I think that that's a normal human behavior. If you think, oh, I am more physically compatible with this ex, but there's no future, it's not wrong to have this residual emotional baggage attached to that eventually through therapy and other things you unpackage. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we are these robots that can go 1 and 0 and turn shit off.
Yeah.
I disagree with this like Muslim thinking in a way where it's like have no partners, or if you were married in the past, don't ever think about them. Have you guys heard about shit like this?
I mean, yeah, I've heard, but like that's what women obviously naturally are more emotional, right? So they will still think about a dude that made him feel a certain way, right?
Yeah.
It's like that's why a lot of times, like women that are more educated date dumber guys or whatever, or you know what I mean?
Why do you? Well, you looked at me.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking
Women
about.
do settle, but I disagree that they date dumber guys. I actually disagree.
I think women in general are smarter for the most part, like in academia and a lot of different aspects.
Yes, but I think that everybody's trying to find their equal. So it doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I got my master's degree, you got to also have your master's degree. They can also recognize somebody's smart in ways that they're not smart. What if somebody's uber confident in like business or just like social skills that they may not necessarily have? I think everybody's trying to find what is it? The complementing.
Yeah,
compatible.
your other half is
Your other half.
Someone that compliments you. Yeah.
What about you, man? I feel like you're in that age right now where probably you're getting pressure. Like, when are you getting married or something, right?
That's all it's been lately.
But that sucks because like you should just date a chick, without talking about that, but does every chick you talk to, the first conversation is like, so what's your thoughts on marriage? What's your, like...
Yeah, I don't want to get married just because I'm at a certain age. I don't want to rush things, you know, like
Okay.
just because everybody's telling me to get married. Like, Fazal Khuda, I have all my hair, like, you know, I look young, you know?
That's your benchmark?
As soon as he starts going bald, he's gonna start.
Yeah, as soon as I start going bald, I gotta marry somebody.
I gotta marry somebody quick. You know?
No, but the main thing is always you want to focus on yourself to become the best. I know it sounds cliche, but you want to focus on yourself to become the best version of yourself,
Agreed
so that
completely.
you could find your other half, which is the best version of your other half.
Yeah.
So focus on yourself. It's never gonna take away from anything, and obviously everybody achieves certain things at different life levels and different ages.
Facts.
So right now I'm torn. Like it's like I'm very Americanized, but I love I'm very Afghan too.
Yeah.
For someone that's been born and raised here, I'm like hella Afghan. So do I want a wife from the motherland? Like when I went to Afghanistan, I had all these chicks from Afghanistan adding me on Facebook. I'm like, are they adding me for the wrong reasons? Like did they just for like green card stuff?
Sure.
Yeah, 100%.
But me,
Would you ever do that?
dude, I'm honestly, bro, like I'm like a hopeless romantic, dude. I want someone that to like be with me for me and like for love, not for like like money. Not saying that I'm rich by any means, but like if I got like I don't want someone for material gains. I want someone to be there for my personality, for other things. So
What value do you think personally you have? Take yourself meta out of yourself. If somebody's looking at you, mashallah, you have a successful career, you're in the medical field, you're family oriented, clearly you're close with your cousins, so you can survive in that Maimani culture that we have for Afghans.
Yeah.
So like, what are you also looking for an Afghan woman? How does she match who you are? Because you said you're not super religious, but if I know from what I've talked the last couple of conversations, you're really into the Quran Sharif. You like pray a lot. You like recite. So like, how religious are you? And do you want this like your future wife to be as religious as you?
That's the thing. I didn't grow up religious, so my whole family is secular. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Myself, I took it upon myself to find the deen because I've been through so much being a Bay Area Afghan, like being in trouble in my younger years, and Islam was really a means of reformation for me, So for me, Islam, some people grew up with it and it was kind of forced upon them. For me, I found Islam, and I grew up in a secular family. So
Dope.
I don't know. I don't like to say I think I'm religious. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could, But for like
Sounds like something a religious person would say.
But we're having that conversation just earlier, right? Like when I go visit family in the UK, they're like, "Are you Americans even Muslim? Like we're not Muslim enough to them." And like, I don't know, everywhere you go, like Afghanistan, they might think we're...
Do they say, are you Muslim in it?
What do you mean? What?
That's how they talk.
Oh, are you Muslim in it? Yeah, like, and it's funny because like, when I go back, they're like, you lot in America, you're not really, you're Muslim-ish, but not really. They're all like, kind of like I'm probably gonna get a little trouble for saying, but they're like really Salafi, like, and it's like my way or the highway.
Okay,
all
no
right.
need to throw them under the bus.
I'm just asking you.
Shout out to my Salafi.
I think he's trying to. What he's trying to say
Let's hear it.
is he's looking for the right haram halal ratio.
Kinda. I mean, I want just be yourself. You don't have to act more religious because you're around me. Like
Yeah. Would you marry someone who wasn't religious?
Yeah, as long as they're open to Islam, though. They can't be like, I hate religion and this and that.
Oh, yeah, but they never want to convert. They're just like, it's not for me.
Would I marry
I respect it.
a believing Christian and Jewish woman?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
But
What about
that's
like
not like my first option.
Yeah, agnostic, atheist.
No, I wouldn't marry a agnostic or atheist person.
Okay, so you want them to be Muslim, ideally.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't have. Yeah, they don't have to like.
I have a question for you.
Hijab? No hijab.
I mean, if they learn more about Deen, if we learn more about Deen and they want to start wearing that hijab, that's on them. But we can't force, like it says in the Quran, La ikrah fi din. There's no compulsion in religion, so we can't force anything. We only advise, right? So.
You could force things.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Good thing this guy doesn't run the Afghanistan.
Yeah, because they're not forcing them to do anything. You're right.
All right. So if anybody, because we have a lot of Afghan women listening to us, we have a lot of women listening to you. The last guy we talked to, his name is Omar Owavi. He's a young kid, very young, and he said, "My wife has to be a virgin," and a lot of Muslim guys would agree with that.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
What is your take on
Yeah.
that?
What do you feel?
So when I was younger, like a lot of younger, like growing up in the Bay Area around Afghans, a lot of us were like, yeah, we want a virgin. But as you get older, those expectations kind of fleet, right? Because being in your 30s, expecting
No,
a virgin.
but you were probably also a virgin. I'm talking about like, let's say after you lost your virginity, did you also think I still want her to be a virgin?
Probably for a while, yeah.
Probably when I was younger, his age, like he's very Jawan. So yeah, when you're that young, you that expectation is, it's not far fetched, right? But
Sure.
like a 34-year-old guy saying I want the virgin, and he's like 40 years old is kind of like preposterous, you know?
For sure.
There's a lot of guys who say that about
I know.
Yeah, still.
No, I've met a lot of those Afghans that say like, oh, boy, she has to be a virgin, and I'm like, yeah, if you want to go back to Afghanistan, but it's weird. It's like 40, 50-year-old guys that want to marry like 20-year-old girls.
That's
and
exactly
there's a
what
big disconnect, and if that makes them happy, by all means. But
If they're both consenting adults, let them do what they want. But at the same time, it is fucking weird.
it's just to me, like, no judgment. It's just personally me that's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
to each his own.
Wow.
Would you date an older woman?
Controversial, bro. I'm gonna get a lot of.
Would you date an older woman?
Just be.
Would I date a older woman? Yeah.
Would you marry an older woman?
If she looks young, yeah, why not?
Well done. All right.
Nice. That's pretty good.
What else we got in there?
Some people got good genetics.
I got a lot of like dating stuff, but I also
I don't want to do dating stuff, man. It's not a goddamn dating podcast.
It's
no
not
matter
a
how much
dating
you want it to be.
This
will never be a dating
It's not a
podcast.
dating podcast. It's just that Yamal John is a single guy, single eligible bachelor, and a lot of Afghan ladies that are listening are kind of like, "Oh, Yamal, he's got something going on. He reminds me of my father," and that's what we want to push.
My father.
Yeah, women.
Yeah.
Like,
Women like men like their father. So
yeah, so that there's some truth
Well,
to that.
women with daddy issues. I'm your boy. No,
Yamal, do you have any friends?
I have. Yeah, you're looking at this guy.
Do you have any friends that are non-Afghan
Yeah. Close
that you
friends?
don't
No.
work with? That you don't work with. Work people don't count.
Yeah, I have friends. I have like a lot of Latino friends. I grew up mostly around
I don't
blacks.
think I have any friends that I don't work with.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You have no choice.
He's your friend that you
You
work
keep
with.
seeing them all over the place.
Yeah, every one of my friends, I work with them, or they're Afghan.
Oh shit.
Dude, I grew up around
That's
blacks.
not true. I have friends.
I grew up
That's not
around
bad.
blacks and Latinos. I actually kind of didn't like Afghans growing up
Oh
in
shit.
Fremont because there's so many of them.
Of course.
But now that I live in Southern California, it's
How
like
do you
I
think the
miss
ones in
Afghans.
Afghanistan feel?
Yeah, bro, that's like
There's so many of these goddamn Afghans in Kabul.
Yeah,
we
but-
gotta get. What the hell?
Exactly.
And Afghanistan, they're just being Afghan. When they come over here, they're like, "Hey, bro," like they're like trying to start gangs and
that's
stuff.
That's a great point. That's such a good point.
Trying to be cool.
The reason I ask about the non-Afghan thing is that a lot of Afghan guys get upset when Afghan women marry non-Afghans. What's your take on this?
Upset. It's like I think most people should just mind their own business. I get it. It's like the thing is that individual is not your khoretne. It's like there's nobody to use.
Let's
so,
say they're your whore.
What if it is your sister?
No. Now let's. Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
yeah.
Yeah, let's make it a little more personal, baby.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, I would like if they would be Muslim or if they're not to revert to Islam. But yeah,
Most
it
of the
doesn't-
time they do revert.
Yeah.
to
Dude, we
Islam.
went to a wedding yesterday for an Afghan and a white.
Yep. And a white. And
a white.
And
white.
And the white.
One was white, one was Afghan.
Okay, was the woman white?
The woman was Afghan.
The woman was Afghan.
Yeah.
So if that woman was your sister, you would have not approved that wedding you went to last night.
Well, she was my cousin, so,
So he
No,
does
but-
approve.
I object.
No, but cousin is a little different. It's a
Yeah.
little separated. They have their own mom and dad, but sister is within the same household.
I don't. Yeah, to me, it's not. I don't care if they're Afghan or Azam Musliman Basha for me.
It was very interesting though, because I've never seen anything like this. They had a lady do the nikah. The witnesses,
Yeah.
all women.
Oh
It
wow!
was very interesting.
Yeah, we came in like right towards.
We
the
came
end
in during that. Yeah, we came late.
All right.
But yeah, it was kind of wild. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, I haven't either.
It was interesting. Yeah, people are gonna feel some type of way about that, I'm sure. But I don't know. I don't think it affected.
Do you know
anybody.
why I think this dynamic works?
Ah.
I think a lot of Afghan women are alpha women, and a lot of Afghan men can't handle alpha women.
That's wild. I don't know if that's true.
I think that is very true, and I think a lot of guys that are also Afghan alphas can't handle the alpha women. So what they do, what I recommend these Afghan women to do is go ahead and find love wherever that is, whether it's with a white guy or
What
whatever.
do you think? Why can the white guy handle an alpha lady that the Afghan guy can't?
I just feel like
Insecurity?
I feel like they're good at just finding. Yeah, I think a lot of white guys, they have less trauma usually, than and the Afghan women. You were there too. 2 years ago, we went to Berkeley and we went to this Afghan kind of talk with this led by Afghan women. all the Afghan women that were in the R's that were spoken in public, literally all of them had non-Afghan husbands. And they were like, look at how free we are. And they just talked about everything. And then their husband was like this, like, looked like submissive white dudes just chilling in the corner while they were dominating. And I'm like, this works. Good.
Yeah,
good on them. But there's a lot of guys online, especially on TikTok when they go live. And then I don't join those lives. You probably don't join those
He does.
lives. Oh,
I'm always on the lives, yeah.
and they're always fucking criticizing women by being too hoish, and all they do is just
Marry a
non-Afghan and wear a bikini. Usually it's those two things.
Yeah.
From what the Afghan women say, it's like, oh, they treat us better. But then I think there's a lot of that too. They kind of want a little bitch boy to control.
That's what I mean.
You
and
feel me?
You don't
So-
want to be that.
No,
So
of course
let
not.
them find the...
But I think it's a balance too. I think the reason we as Afghan men, we have to like be, because historically, even now, right in Afghanistan, like we have to be, first of all, we have to follow Islam more, which is way more tolerant towards women, and kind of step away from the certain cultural aspects that go against Islam.
Sure.
And we have to, and it's kind of our fault too, because they're like, the white dudes treat us better. So maybe we're lacking. Maybe we need to treat.
There's no
women better.
maybe, bro.
Yeah. So I'm saying we need to step up and.
I'll treat these hoes right. I don't know what you guys are talking about, bro.
Yeah. So.
My man's going to be single for the rest of his life. And our like fourth episode, he's like, yeah, I'm trying to get married. I'm like, really? You said that.
I think with us, because we're more like.
I was with somebody at the time.
Yeah, like I know his fobs treat Afghan women pretty bad, but like we're American.
Yeah, we're pretty much white boys, dude.
I actually disagree.
Yourself,
we treat them even
I'm
worse.
blackwashed.
I
but
think
anyway.
I think we Afghan guys, what they do is for some reason, like the moment they get with an Afghan girl and they get married, they're kind of like, my ratchet days are behind me.
Yeah.
You have to be a better version of me. And if she was like, oh, I dated a guy or something like that, all of a sudden the guys turn into like fucking tall lips. Case in point.
Who, him?
What? I'm still ratchet.
I'll talk about that off camera.
Okay.
They know.
Yeah, but I think it's
What the fuck is happening right now?
I don't know what's happening, but I think yeah, it's double standards. It's like you shouldn't judge people and be like, oh, everybody makes mistakes, and that's what Islam is, right? It's there to purify
bro,
you, and
just
you seek. We're all children of Adam. We all sin, so always come back to Allah and seek forgiveness. But you're right. When people start pointing the other finger and be like, oh, you did X, Y, and Z. That's why, like, who am I to judge, bro? I've done so many things in my past. So,
Facts.
Like, who am I to judge? That's why I don't say, like, oh, this person's doing this person's doing that. It's just like I'm trying to mind my own business. And that person that you might be judging might be closer to Allah than you think, So
Facts. That's a good
And
point.
I don't know, these women, there's probably some fetishization too of white people because there's almost always two white dudes, right?
European beauty.
I've seen like Asian.
Yeah?
I've seen Asian.
An Asian man and an Afghan woman?
Yep. I've seen Asian. I've seen Indian man, Pakistani man, and
Okay.
Fijian
I've seen a lot of
man.
Afghans marry Pakistani. And
Yeah.
it's like, I just want to say something too to my Afghan audience out there, bro. Like, you have to differentiate governments and people, man. Like, they blame everything said Pakistania, da da da.
Yeah.
It's like Pakistanis are the boogeyman. It's like, bro, yeah. It's like, I am gonna get you. Like, it's like,
Better
shut up.
Proceeds to do an Indian accent.
yeah.
Okay.
And I know our neighbors. It's very nuanced, right? So our neighbors on both sides haven't been the nicest to us, right? But it's
Sure.
nuanced. There's good and bad in every group, right?
How
There's a
come we
lot.
never talk about our upstairs neighbors?
Tajikistan, they love us, dude.
Yeah, we never talk about them.
Exactly.
Because there's nothing bad to
Or
say.
Kazakhstan. You know what I'm saying? They fucking made Borat. Think about that.
They're more
That's,
far.
that's two above
countries
us.
up.
Yeah, that's the third story.
I see.
Yeah, but
What about Turkmenistan?
Tajikistan,
Huh?
Afghanistan never had, to my knowledge, someone could correct me if I'm wrong, we've always been chill. It's just Afghans, when they go to Iran, and sometimes they cause problems, right? They bring drugs into the country.
Yes.
But it still doesn't warrant the mistreatment of Afghans because they're
sure.
getting racist and generalizing. And I noticed the trend now where they're kicking out all the Afghans in Pakistan. It's sad, those videos you see.
Yeah.
They take their homes, they take their businesses, of the Afghans that got kicked back to Afghanistan.
Sure.
But yeah, there's good and bad in every group, and it's just like going back to my point, I've like, oh, it's always blame it on Pakistan. It's like you could blame the ISI government because don't get me wrong, they've been murking Afghans since forever.
Facts.
But the Pakistani people generally, a lot of them that I meet are good Muslims, very good, kind people.
Yeah, they
Would you say the same thing about America?
Most Americans?
Yeah.
It depends, dude. Honestly, now I live in a very Republican.
Because you could be like, fuck the government, I hate the government, but the people are, they're not the government.
Yeah, I'm not an anarchist, but yeah, I do believe that most governments are flawed, like deeply flawed.
Yeah.
And I don't like most governments, to be honest with you. However, growing up in the Bay Area, the whites were like more chill with the culture. So like the white people out here are like way more lit.
Dope.
But yeah, now I live in Republican Orange County, and bro, like I walk like this to the masjid, bro. I've had stuff thrown on me. I've had stuff said to me. Yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I told
recently?
you that story. Someone threw a nice Arizona tea can full at me. Yeah.
A full can?
Yeah, when
They
I
must
was
have
walking
hated you,
to the
bro.
mosque.
Those are delicious. They didn't even drink all of it.
But they're weenies, right? Like they'll never like. I was like, "Hop out the car," you know. I was like, they
Yeah.
won't say anything to your face, you know.
Yeah, that's like actual hate crimes. I
Yeah.
just get it online.
That's a fucking
Nobody
hate
says anything to me in public.
So I don't think that all America, like the government's bad, but all Americans are good. No, there's good and bad in every group.
Man, that's could we do a hard pivot?
Yes, please.
Yeah, man, that's good, and thank you for bringing that all to context. I think I really appreciate your insight because, like, you are, even though you're a Bay Area kid, you're Muslim, like you're God conscious, so you make certain decisions thinking of God in mind. You know, you're not just Luchak like me and Dawood here.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, you're not Luchak like Dawood here.
Well done.
And the thing that I want to say is like, there's a show called Subway Takes. So what they do is they say, "Here is my take." And like they just disagree with a social norm usually, or agree with a social.
So I have one, but I'm actually saving it for the show.
Okay, the one that's good, save it.
Okay.
Give me other ones, but I want to tell you guys mine.
Yeah,
and
tell
if
us what you got.
And how you respond is by saying 100% agree or 100% disagree, and
Okay.
then say why. Right.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So here is my take. I hated when people say, and you're a guest. They say, "Welcome to our home. Please act like it's your home." I don't want that. I want you to treat me like a guest. I want you to bring me shit because if it's my home, I got to do extra shit. I want to be treated like a guest. I don't want to be treated like your family within your home.
Yeah, no, if 100%
so
agree.
thank you.
100% agree.
100% agree. Yeah.
Yeah, because bro, if you say it's your house, okay, I'm gonna find my bedroom and start jerking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what I do when I
Start going to rooms that you don't want them to go into.
Yeah, dude, exactly. No, I don't like, bro. I hate when, like, even green rooms. I think when you're a guest somewhere, you should be welcomed.
Yes.
And you should be like, I think they're trying to say is like, help yourself to shit. Don't worry, whatever you need.
But that's the difference between like American culture and Afghan culture. Though. I mean,
Yes.
car like, help yourself, whatever, go get it
Yeah.
yourself. Afghan are like, no, we got to pay stuff to them.
Of
And
course.
bring
Even if you say no, thank you, I'm full, they're
Yeah.
like, no,
They're
we're
still
gonna
gonna-
fill up your plate and we're gonna add more.
But
Kind
like,
of like the American style.
I was gonna say, but your white friends, they don't really do that, right? They don't, do they?
No, not really. But they're
You
they're
like
like
that?
I kind of like just whatever you need to help yourself, and it's kind of like you get to self-serve.
But would you pull out your backpack and just start taking cans of pop and putting it in your
No,
cans of
not
soda
necessarily,
and
but-
start putting it in your backpack because you're like, if it's my house, I want to take
Yeah.
it
Like a
like
hotel, you know how they always like steal the
Yeah.
towels and shampoos and all that?
Yeah.
Gross, by the way. Why are you stealing the hotel towels? But,
Yeah, no, I think to me it's like you're welcome. Do what you need, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want. But like, let me know if you need anything. It's also nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me know if you need anything. Is nice. I get that.
But like,
But if I go to someone's house and I'm like, yo, I would like coffee. And then they're like, yo, the coffee's over there and the beans are over there and the grinder's right there. Help yourself. I hate that. I'm like, that's not what I came here for. I don't want to make a mess, especially if there's other people in that house. Now
that's
I'm
doing too much.
doing chemistry in the fucking back of your house and a random person comes in and now they're trying to be like.
Also depends who this person is to me. That context is so important.
Okay, let's say a friend, not a family member.
Just a friend. How long I know this guy or
A
lady?
year.
A year.
A year.
if it's a friend coming over, I think you should be more hospitable, especially their
I
first
don't.
couple
Fuck them. A year. You get whatever the fuck you want yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the first time they came to your house. You were friends with them for a year. First time they came to your house.
This is all case by case. Why are they here? Is it for dinner? Is it for to watch the game? What are we doing?
They came to your house because you guys are gonna go clubbing later, and you guys want to chill there for like an hour before you go to this other pub
yeah,
for
man.
free drinking.
Come by. There's beers in the fridge. Help yourself. Come kick it.
Okay.
Boom. Easy.
What if he's like, could I have some tea? And then would you say go help yourself?
I would say go fuck yourself. Who is drinking tea before
a
the
lie.
clubs?
It's a lie. He made us tea.
I didn't make this tea.
He was
Yeah.
our
is a lie,
he was our try boy for the day.
Yeah.
Nice, Yama. Well done. Dawood's looking at you. Looking at you a little extra hard. Dawood's like, I do this, by the way. Just letting you know that's my role in this relationship.
Okay, all right. Is this what it feels like? To just be disrespected?
Great try, by the way. Thank you.
Now it goes.
That's so funny.
Okay, Yamal, do you have a hot take like on a social norm?
A hot take that's not too hot. We don't need
I'll be saying some wild stuff sometimes.
Sure.
Come back to me. I'll think about it.
My hot. I don't know if I have a hot take either.
Just a take. Tell me a take. We can agree. We can disagree.
I don't have anything, bro. My brain is not
I
there right
think that. Okay, I got another one.
now. Give me another one. I was not prepared for this.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, no problem. I think that self-driving cars is a positive thing for society.
I think everybody agrees with you. Who disagrees with that?
Yeah, but the technology
agree.
needs to get better because, like, I've been seeing some videos, bro.
Download.
Like, they've been
There it is.
murking people, bro.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, because regular drivers don't murk people at insane ass rates. No.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Self-driving cars is the best thing to happen to humanity.
I love it.
It's my favorite thing to do is cut in front of Waymos.
Yep.
Because they always let you in.
I love that.
My favorite thing out of Free Palestine protests is to flip those over and burn them.
Also, though, like real talk, that's the best thing to protest
let
against
out your aggression.
because you're not hurting a single person.
Yeah.
Because like we would flip people's cars over back then. Now we're flipping a corporation's car over. Fuck them.
And they have insurance. They're gonna get their money back.
Yeah, bro. Fuck it.
Facts.
But
It
if
is-
it happens too often, these corporations are going to pull out.
It is kind of hilarious that people call Waymos to the location and then fuck them up.
Yep.
They're like setting them up.
I love that.
It's like,
But the thing is, you have to download the app.
I have
So
the
then
app,
they
yeah.
have your information. So they could always track who did it or who
you're
called it.
right. Actually, I didn't
So
even think about that.
And I know this because since our last conversation about Waymo,
Yeah.
I've been in a Waymo.
What do you think?
It's whatever.
Yeah, it's underwhelming.
Exactly.
I think the problem is I think did we talk about this already? That you're paying higher than Uber,
It was more expensive than Uber.
which is there's no labor here. Why am I paying more? Who's getting this extra
It's a
money?
Jaguar. Maybe that's.
By the way, I just want to say I hate corporations and I hate that people feel empathy or sympathy towards these corporations too. Like they need
Yeah.
tax breaks and stuff like that when the middle class is getting screwed.
Yeah, bro. If you look at what's happening right now, the stock market's doing pretty good, right?
Yeah.
It's doing pretty great.
Yep.
People don't feel that.
No.
People are fucking. We're
No,
dying out here.
inflation, like
Yeah,
getting
bro.
a burger, fries, and a Coke.
And I
costs
found out
$20.
the reason all these corporations are doing great right now is not because people are buying more shit. It's because they're laying people off, they're cutting corners, they're saving money.
Yeah.
So their profits go up, but not because.
automating. They're
Yeah, exactly.
the people that already work for them. They're doubling their work.
So fuck corporations, bro. That's the one thing
agree.
I can
100%
get behind.
All right, let me give you guys another take. Universal income should come to everybody in America.
Universal basic income.
Use
yeah,
UBI,
100%.
Yeah.
100% agree. You don't agree with that?
No, but I think some jobs like will never be automated though. Like you know what I mean? Like
So,
No.
we can't all work those jobs.
Yeah, but we're
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I'm not even talking about jobs right now. Let's just say I think everybody should get universal basic income. So like we shouldn't have like that would solve the homeless problems. That would solve a lot of basic ass
I
problems.
think socialized
so.
housing would
housing, yes,
Socialized
more- yeah.
housing.
would solve the homeless problem.
Sure, fair.
But for sure, UBI I think is a great thing.
Well, I'm not an economist, but I think if we have UBI, everybody gets just an allowance of like $1,100 every American.
Yeah.
I think we're already dealing with inflation. I think that maybe hyperinflation would.
The only way
about
that
it.
it would cause inflation is if they print new money for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if they were to reinvest money into us as opposed to like the military or some shit,
Yep.
then it would not cause inflation.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you just have to. But yeah, no, I'm the most pro UBI. I was an Andrew Yang guy.
Yeah, me too.
Because of UBI, and then I
Until
found
he
out.
went-
That guy's a
And then I
Zio,
found
right?
out about he's
a
Zio.
Zio.
He's a Zio, and that kind of
They
upset
kind
me.
of have to be. If
They're all Zios, bro.
But where we're at now, the San Francisco Bay Area, it's one of the most, if not the most expensive place in the United States to live. So
Yeah.
like, I think affordable housing. and
Mountain View, by the way, that's the most expensive place.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think affordable housing.
Who the fuck wants to live in Mountain View?
It should be it should be a nonpartisan thing, right? Mental health and affordable housing should be nonpartisan.
Facts.
And especially like, what are the millennials, Gen Z, and what's the new generation called? Gen
Alpha.
Like, what the hell are they gonna do, bro? They're gonna live in their cars? Like, it's crazy.
I think UBI. Okay, here's another hot take
What do
or
you got?
whatever.
These aren't very hot, bro. I agree with everything you're saying.
Okay, thank you.
Am I just a hot take guy?
Maybe you are. I think AI is positive and it will lead to a happier life, net positive for society.
Yeah, but those videos are getting scary, bro. It's hard to differentiate reality with AI, and a lot of the older generation, like the boomers right now,
Sure.
they're getting robbed, dude, from AI because
Yes.
they're like getting sent videos and they're getting scammed and stuff like that. So it's AI is kind of scary, man.
Bro, a tool is a tool.
Yeah.
Use a hammer how you want. You know what I'm
Intention,
saying?
right?
So, but I'm just saying it's net positive. I'm saying overall, somebody in Pakistan right now could search and find out everything they need to know about Salesforce, and they could eventually find out how to get a remote job.
Oh, for sure.
And then like a salary in Pakistan is I think $280 USD. And then what those guys end up doing is like they work as an electrician or like an engineer, and on the side they do graphic design for like an American company, and they get paid $30 to $50, and they teach themselves with tools like AI. And so I think it's a net positive, even though like my mom will send me a video and she's like, "Oh my God, this is messed up." I'm like, "Mom,
there's a lot of dangers
that's
to it, but
AI."
yeah, it's a net
There's
positive.
dangers because it's new, but I think like you're in the medical field. Do you use AI?
I do. I see doctors like walk away from patients and like they'll be searching stuff. But again, ChatGPT is like not always accurate, right? So you always have to double check.
You have to double check.
It'll be wrong sometimes. But
Yeah,
for the most part,
they screwed us the other day.
yeah, the other day. So for the most part, it's on point, you know. And honestly, for school too, that's another thing, man. So many people are like cheating in school with and I feel like they're not really learning anything.
But I think the concept of school used to be memorized and spit it out.
Regurgitate information, yeah.
Now it's find information. So the world is an open book test, which honestly,
I'm all for
it's
it.
more realistic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just get the key points that you need or necessary.
Correct.
Memorize them, right?
Yeah.
I think the whole memorize it, regurgitate it, and then next semester you're gonna forget it anyway. I hate that about the education.
I think AI can potentially be amazing, but I think it is right now in the hands of corporations
Yep.
who are evil and will use it to exploit people. And I think it's going to have a net negative for a long time before it flips
Okay.
and becomes a net positive.
Okay.
I think-
Outside of the environment.
Well, not just environment. That's one aspect of it. But I think it's going to universal, like you said earlier, universal basic income, dope idea, right? What they're gonna do is they're gonna automate the jobs with AI,
Yep.
and then not give us UBI. So people are just gonna not have jobs.
Speaking of that, since this is an Afghan podcast, right? We have so many Afghans, whether it's the Bay Area and Virginia,
Sure.
that are Uber drivers, right? That are truck drivers.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a scary thing when they have self-driving trucks, when they obviously...
Yeah, with AI, or just like AI in general is gonna get.
Yeah.
It's building a lot of little jobs, like what you're saying, but it's also, I think, in the long term, going to make it so we don't exist as much, or because our only function to people in power is labor.
Yep.
And they're gonna, once they don't need the labor, like what the fuck are we gonna do?
We're
You know what I'm saying?
useless eaters to them, useless
Yeah.
Well,
consumers.
that's the thing though. Like if we no
But
longer
if you
need
give
to work,
exactly, you have to provide them with food and
Yeah.
but they're not going to,
I
and that's the problem.
think that's when we'll turn into fucking Gotham and we'll be like, yo, fuck this.
Exactly. So it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
So no, I think like people are talking about it so much right now that they understand that the people will rebel. At the end of the day, like our population's what? 8 billion?
I think they think because they can
Yeah.
pacify us forever, and they're going to.
I think that the other side of media is going to rise up again. Like we're going to have more people consume books, magazines, print material. Because AI and digital space is so high, I think the balance also has to happen. We think that everyone's going to adopt, and no, humans are not. When in history has humans adopted something? Every human.
iPhones, smartphones.
I have no rebuttal.
I was waiting for it. I was like, yep.
Okay.
Gotcha
Is
there.
that heat? Why did
It's
that turn
heat.
on?
It's heat. It's fucking hot.
Is the AC on in here?
AC's off. It was on before.
Okay.
Before it was battery. Now it's heat.
You take a break?
Okay. So, anyways, yeah, you're right. So if the but then an iPhone is a computer that's portable. That's what an iPhone actually is.
Yeah.
So it makes our life easier. If AI were to make everyone's life easier, we'd be like, all right, sure, we'll pay $2,000 for it.
Yeah, I guess. I think, like I said, I think AI can be a great tool, but I think the corporations are going to just use it to get rid of us.
I think that we're going to
Maybe.
see innovation in biology. like, you know how we have tech innovation for the last like 15 years?
For sure.
We haven't had enough biology innovation.
Yeah.
And that's
That'd
gonna
be
be
sick.
Well, I was gonna say like these corporations already kind of don't value us, right? So why do we have like any reason to believe that that's not gonna happen? And speaking to your point, you know, my physiology professor was saying the same thing. He was like, they're focusing so much on AI right now that they're taking away from stem cell research and other things of biology. So, you know, I think those funds need to be allocated towards stem cell research.
For sure. I don't know if it's a zero sum. I guess it is. Never mind. Okay. Should we take a break or?
No, we're not
end
going to take a break.
podcast?
We're
Okay.
going to finish this with a few.
I'm tired, bro.
All right.
No, it's okay. Keep going.
All right, here's another.
what, 20
Here's
minutes?
another. Yeah, let's finish it off in like 6 minutes. Okay, here's another one. Okay, I think public schools should turn into 4-day and 1 day should be work experience
Oh, like clinicals kind of thing?
Like a vocational.
from like kindergarten level all the way to high school.
What's the work day?
So you're like, I'm interested in tech. Be like, all right, this semester we're all doing tech stuff. Next month, I'm interested in healthcare. We're
Like
all
skills
doing-
day, clinical.
like literally.
I'm all for that.
I think that's a
Brilliant.
great idea, but it's not practical.
Why is it not practical?
Like where would you send these kids for? Like you would have someone in every single field that they want to work.
No, not every single field. Like for instance, we'll just find in demand fields.
And also, like, what kid is gonna be like, you know what? I want garbage man day, or I want janitor day. You know what I'm
There
saying?
you go, little
Oh, like
Billy. Start picking up trash.
Here you go. Here's a broom.
I think it would be like super skilled work, and they're
Okay.
just getting a glimpse of it, and then they're working almost at an intern level when they're in high school. But prior to that, it's more fun just to
I
get them
agree.
interested.
That way they could see if they want to do that when they get older.
You want
Yeah.
to do that. We don't have enough of that. It's like become a doctor when you're a fucking 6 and be like, I think I want to do that. You're 21. You're like, I'm scared of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing with young people, right? It's finding themselves. That's why they're in college. They're like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to pick the wrong thing. So I have so many people in the medical field, like patients come in and they're like, yeah, I was thinking about being a nurse, but when I see needles, I pass out, or like,
Facts.
and it's just like, but their dad's a doctor or nurse or whatever, and they're kind of
Yes.
forcing him to go that route.
Exactly.
But no, I definitely agree with that. And also the school system, it's like, why don't they teach, like, you would think they would teach basic CPR in school, right? Life-saving knowledge that doesn't take that long to teach,
Facts.
but they don't. They don't teach you about balancing a budget. They don't teach you about credit. They don't teach you about useful life skills that I think are fundamental.
Yeah, I think that's all done on purpose because the corporations want to keep us down.
Okay, we're back to this.
Just keep bringing it to corporations. No.
I have another thing.
What do you got?
Does the most extreme? This is a question. It's not a really hot take.
Yeah.
Does the most extreme version of something need to exist within the world for us to be like not that, but it needs to exist so we have to see it? Like for instance, whenever I hear a random podcast, they're like, "Look at Afghanistan, how they treat women." So that's like the most extreme situation of bad shit.
Yeah, you hear.
Yeah.
But does it have to
dimensional.
exist for the world to be like, no, not that?
Yeah.
Like what if
100% agree.
what is good without evil type thing?
Yeah, but I think you need the contrast.
So what
you need an Afghanistan oppressing women, so
Yeah.
you know not to do it.
So you have a Scandinavian country.
Exactly, that oppresses women in a different way.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I guess no, you don't need an Afghanistan.
So we can never have universal world peace. Because a war has to happen somewhere else where we're like, eat your fucking veggies. There's no fucking veggies in Ukraine. Or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this could be the hangover, but the reason wars exist for the most part, like other people have to suffer, so some people don't, is because of capitalism and the corporation. No, that's
All right, got me.
No, but it really is because
He's a socialist. That's allowed.
I'm not that either. I'm fucking my own thing.
What is it?
Scientologist. I'm a Scientologist.
That's the box you want to put yourself in.
I'm
Yeah.
in that box.
I get it. You take a gun and you shoot a cameraman.
Is that what they did?
Alec Baldwin?
Did he shoot a
Oh, yeah.
well, he's a Scientologist?
Yep.
Oh, damn. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, L. Ron Hubbard. Love him.
Is he the guy who wrote the book?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Australian.
Do Scientologists believe in God?
It's an alien god.
It's so fucking weird,
wow.
bro. I can't
Wait,
even.
they're just using different words. All right? I mean, an
Yeah, they
alien
call
is
him
something-
Xenu.
Also, I believe that aliens are just jinn.
You think aliens are just jinn?
I think they're just jinn.
What about angels?
Angels are angels, yeah. But I'm saying
They're
like
not also aliens by that definition.
by like alien means something foreign, yeah, I guess. But
Why are they all jinn and not angels?
I'm saying like
why are they all
every
dicks?
time you see what?
Why are they all assholes? These are good aliens, bro.
Every time you see
positive gins.
Every time you see a picture of aliens and the government's trying to like expose files of aliens, they look like jinn though.
This is a hot take.
This is a very hot take.
They look like jinn.
100% disagree. Continue.
You believe in aliens?
I don't believe in either of those things.
So I've never. So as far as like paranormal,
You know what I think aliens are? Unicorns.
That's what Tucker Carlson believes, by the way, too. He's like, he dies on that hill. That
What, the aliens are the devil? Or
and
demons?
angels and angels.
And
He's
angels?
like,
so I do believe in the.
I don't know, man. It's not too far fetched.
I believe in the unseen realm, right? But me, I've never experienced anything paranormal. But like,
I haven't. Have you?
Yeah, I have.
I have.
Really?
I hate
See,
that.
that's what I'm saying. I talk to people that have never done drugs, that have never even touched like alcohol, nothing, and they're very intellectual, and they're like, yeah, I swear I saw a spirit or whatever, and I have no reason to doubt them.
Yeah, bro. And really, really smart people join cults. I don't know what to tell you.
That's also true. And they do heroin.
Yeah, bro. It's the paranormal thing, bro. Every time I judge people, every single time they're telling me a paranormal story.
I think it's more than coincidence that every
single
culture around the globe believes in paranormal stuff. Like,
yeah, I think it is a coincidence that everybody was stupid as fuck at one point in history, and they couldn't explain stuff.
So you don't believe in ghosts?
I completely disagree.
I don't believe in ghosts.
I think when you learn about, like, for example, our biology and see how limited our vision is,
Yeah.
and understanding that potentially, like Kanye said on his one album, like kids see ghosts or something.
Yeah.
I remember as a child seeing a figure and it was waving to me, and I literally went to my mom and I'm like, Mom, look at this lady. I'm fucking scared. I'm not gonna go to the bathroom. And she's like, what lady? And the lady could progress to continue wave at me, and it was a silhouette, and I wouldn't go to the bathroom. And this happened to me in Afghanistan.
Yeah, they say
So-
kids,
And that
cats,
is why,
and horses
and that
can see.
is why we don't let the women outside. They scare the young kids.
I thought you were gonna make
Yeah,
a
just the
I thought you were gonna make a malaria joke.
It was just a woman in a hijab, like
Yeah,
out
just waving at
late
you.
at night, like
She wasn't wearing a hijab. She wasn't wearing a hijab. She
or
was,
niqab, a black niqab, and you thought it was
she
a
was
ghost.
wearing a
A
green
malaria
dress.
joke?
Because you because of the water, you actually hallucinate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you see
okay,
things.
yeah.
So like that could have happened, but yeah.
Yeah, I think, it's a lot of that stuff.
But
I don't know.
anyways, like it's whatever. You don't have to believe in the.
Because I thought I saw stuff as a kid.
Sure.
And then I looked back and I was just like, no.
I've never had one.
I'm like,
paranormal
that's
experience
just
ever.
like a
Yeah.
light reflecting on something.
I think that over there, the cool thing is you just believe in the paranormal. So like when you
lot of
see
things,
something, you're just kind of like, oh shit, I just saw a djinn, or I just saw whatever. And it's like a normal thing. No one looks at you different. They're like, oh shit, okay, cool. They just kind of continue. Versus if you say it here, like, yeah, bro, you was fucking high or some shit.
And you know what else?
That's pretty hilarious though, bro. Like, I just saw a demon. Cool, dude.
Nice, tell me about it. Tell me more about it.
Yeah. Cool, bro. What kind of food you got?
Exactly.
An Afghan Sufi told me, he was like, because Afghanistan, they're filled with like stones and
He's a Sufi guy?
No, a Sufi is like a mystic, right?
yeah, he was an older Afghan mystic.
And he spins, right?
No, he's not. Those are like Turkish darwishes.
Wait, I thought that was Sufi.
That is a form of
What's the
Sufism.
spinning? What are you talking about spinning?
Sufi people, they just spin.
They spin in circles in Turkey. They're called
Why?
darwish.
Oh, I thought that was called Sufis.
I know about the Darwish.
Yeah, but Afghan Sufis are different. They don't do the whole spinning and
What
stuff.
the hell is the spinning?
So they get high. I don't know, whatever.
Why do they spin?
I'll get to that. But
Okay. Anyways, continue. The Sufi that you know. Go
so
ahead.
you know how like a lot of like white women in America are like, oh, this crystal's for healing. This crystal brings this energy. So Afghanistan is the core are filled with different gems and minerals and stuff like that. Ne? So they're saying that because it's filled, all the mountains are filled with these stones, these precious stones and stuff like that. That's why the energy is so pure, if that makes sense. And when I went to Afghanistan, it was a different energy. I felt like at peace. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but I felt like right when I landed, I was like, man, this is like good vibes and good energy. Like
Really?
my stress and anxiety is just lifted. That's the most paranormal thing I'm gonna tell you, bro.
Oh.
I'm not even saying anything.
Why'd you look at me like that?
I'm just.
I don't know.
He's wearing a cap and he's capping. that's what you looked at me.
I would think
That's
the vibes are off in Afghanistan because there's no women. That's
I
my.
don't want to. I was holding my tongue.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Yeah, I'm sure a woman when she lands.
Yeah.
Do a white woman? This is
Actually,
crystals
they treat her
everywhere.
good. Have you seen
Yeah, dude. There's hella like foreign women that go to Afghanistan.
Yeah.
They're like, this place is awesome. They love us here.
Yeah. So when we go Basol Bakher,
Yeah.
take your camera and stuff like that, and we'll go to Kabul, and I'll show you the difference between Kabul, Jalalabad, and Mazar Sharif.
Yeah.
In Mazar, you'll see like it's kind of like Iranian Chaldar, right? They do the convertible.
yeah.
And then you'll see a lot of girls walking around, solo in groups and all that stuff. You'll see it for yourself, firsthand. So
My boy Harris, who I interviewed, you weren't there, but he's actually back in Afghanistan. He was the one that gave us a shout out.
He gave us a shout out while in Afghanistan.
And he was like,
what did he call us?
What?
What did he call it?
Awjiz Boys.
Awjiz Boys.
I was like, bro, why do you fuck that
close
up?
enough.
But what he said was he actually dated girls in Afghanistan.
Oh, yeah.
And he would go to coffee shops with them.
Really?
And then he found his wife. He got married to her.
Mashallah.
But the girl that he married was somebody from America. And he said there's a lot of like foreign girls that are there. So you could like actually go on a coffee date or something with them.
Isn't that like forbidden though?
He
Like,
said it was
you're not
possible.
supposed to be
He said it was
If you have a wali, it's okay.
Did he have a wali?
I mean, no. I think like at the same time though, like if he's like, this is my sister and I'm having coffee with my sister, who's
They're down this road making out. I was like, that guy loves his sister, dude.
Obviously,
Public coffee,
That guy just married his sister, dude.
yeah.
public coffee dates with the wali is totally
Yeah, with the wali.
permissible. Yeah.
There's no wali though in this situation.
Yeah, if there's no wali, can you just hang out with your sister publicly? Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
So they don't want two strange, like non-related strange, a man and a woman solo, right? Because they say
Commingling, yeah.
when they're hanging out, the third person is shaitan, right? I.e., meaning like influences them to do, non-halal stuff.
I don't know if I believe that.
It's not shaitan. It's actually an alien. That's
Well done.
I don't care what anybody says. Aliens or jinn, okay?
Okay, got it. All right. Well, I drink gin on ice.
and juice.
Exactly.
Also, that's where the
Dude.
where the word spirits come from.
Oh, that's actually cool. Thank you. I learned something.
Dude, gin and juice is just saying the same thing twice.
Sipping on gin.
No, okay, I thought that was funny.
All right, yeah,
Gin and juice.
It's all right.
Gin and juice? Oh my god. You know what? That makes sense.
Okay.
The juice.
Fuck you guys,
and the
I thought
gin.
that was funny.
I see,
Whatever.
I see. Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Doesn't matter
Thank
anymore.
you.
All right,
It doesn't matter.
Are we done? I'm wrapping up. Let's get out of here.
I think we're done, but Yamajan, because you're a single guy, right? So and let's say a woman has been listening to you thus far, right? And she wants to wow you. Let's say she's been divorced several times and she's older than you. Would you be open to her if she's very Muslim? And she's beautiful. Let's take that into
I
consideration.
mean, being divorced 7 times, like what's the...
No, several times, not 7 times.
Yeah,
Twice.
several. Well,
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah, even multiple divorces.
Once.
I would want to know, like, hey, what happened? Is
Yeah,
it, or like,
okay.
is that person Jangara? Like, why?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you want to get the backstory, but
Yeah, it wasn't her fault either time. How about
Yeah, it wasn't her fault.
it wasn't her fault. She dated some misogynistic Afghan guy. Then
that?
yeah,
Twice.
Why not?
Okay. What about she has an eye patch?
I like the Raiders.
Okay. What if she has a peg leg?
Okay. It's like, what are you doing here? What happens
I'm
if
trying to
she's
find out.
a midget and in a wheelchair? Like, some guy
She's a
turned it
pirate,
down.
actually. I'm just describing a pirate. Okay.
All right, no one's listening to this point, so I'm just gonna say a random funny story to wrap this up. One of my boys dated a chick, and then afterwards, it didn't work out. She was cheating on him.
Right.
So then he met another chick for like 2 weeks, and then the chick agreed to marry him. A white girl.
Okay.
And I'm like, dude, she's psychotic. Why the
Yeah.
fuck would you do that? He's like, no, I'm in love and everything. We're like, dude,
That's
she's
crazy.
a red
Was he
flag.
young?
No, he's 30.
Oh my God.
Okay, so he did that.
way.
Fast forward a year later, he gets into a fight with this chick, and this chick stabbed him.
Oh my God. Where?
Arm, bicep.
Oh, well,
And it wasn't a cut. It was a stab.
shit. Yeah.
And the next day, because she went to jail, the next day she goes out and hangs out with her friends. She posts selfies of her at the gym and drinking coffee. So she's psychotic.
Yeah. She just like act like nothing happened.
And from day one, there was one guy who was like, dude, this is wrong. While everybody was like, we're so happy for him. Who do you think that guy was?
Yeah.
Yama.
Bro, that chick
Yes.
sounds like a jinn.
Me. So exactly.
Yeah.
It was me. And guess what happened to me?
What happened?
Those guys stopped hanging out with me.
Because of that.
Because
you were like on
I
it.
was always on him. I'm like, yo, bro, you still married? You still married, by the way? Like a teasing way, but I'm like, what if and I would never talk to her when we
Yeah.
go to Maimoni's because I'm like, you're not part of this. And everyone's like, she's great, she's good. Like her siblings was like, we're in favor of this.
Seems kind of like you were a hater. And something bad happened, and then you just felt
Sounds
justified
about
for being a hater.
I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. Do you know why? Because I met his first wife, and they had us over for a Maimoni,
Yeah.
and I was like, I have no fucking idea how this is working. They kept arguing in front of us. I'm like, why am I the only one that sees that this is a problem? Do you know why? She was trying to work on AirPlay, share something from her phone to the TV, and she was having a mental breakdown. And I'm like, how the fuck are the siblings not seeing this? And they're like, Kane, calm down. You're just always this guy. Next thing I know, 2 months later, they break up. She was cheating on him. And now this thing happens. I'm not saying I'm God in front of Yamal, but if Yamal was not here, I think I might be.
Yeah, I think you just put out a lot of negative energy and you willed it to happen.
So what does that make me?
An
An
alien.
alien. But I am an alien. I don't have my citizenship yet, so inshallah I'll get it. So if you guys have been following thus far, please put the ghost emoji.
Oh, yeah, a little Snapchat.
Or the alien emoji if your name is Yamal. But if your name is not Yamal, don't fucking put the alien emoji.
Jinns make more sense than aliens. Come on. On that note,
and he is serious. He is very serious. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I had no energy this episode.
Okay, bye.
You're watching Awjiz Boys Show.